Hello, and welcome to the Real Estate Podcast. This is the midweek reflection, March 25th, 2020. Today we're going to talk about the power of prayer. Stay tuned. In times like this, we need to know the power of prayer. We actually need to see it being effective and being powerful in its work. We need to consistently pray. The Bible says that men should always pray, not just when there's trouble, but now we are in a situation where there is a little bit of trouble and we need to pray. We need to really consider those who have lost jobs, people who are getting sick, deathly sick. We have people we are trying to protect. There's so many different situations happening that are compounding, and they're kind of relative or related to something else that has occurred, that we need to pray for some consistency for some people, some freedom for some people. We need to pray protection over people. We can pray about many different things, and this is the time. This is the time. But God says in Isaiah 41:10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." When you pray, God's going to give you more strength to pray even more. Granted, this is the time. We shouldn't focus on too much else other than prayer. I mean, consistently, when you have opportunity in your mind, at your job, when you're at home, whatever you're doing, take a moment out to pray. When you see something strange, or you see someone struggling, or you see someone worried or concerned, pray for them. It will help. You may not always see the actual results that come from that prayer, because that person may leave and go home, or you may miss them for a little while and not get to talk to them. Whatever the circumstance is, your prayer goes with them, or your prayer goes to them. So it's not like you're always going to see the result from that prayer. You may hear a testimony later about it, but the goal is that you make sure you pray. God does the work. So in Isaiah 41, we're not supposed to fear. He's with us. We shouldn't be dismayed. He's our God. We need to trust him. Romans 8:18 says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." So this is a struggle. This is a circumstance that we have to go through. This is a trial. This is trouble. This is difficult for a lot of people, but this does not compare to the glory that will be revealed to us. So we can't put this on a pedestal. It doesn't have to be a pandemic. We can listen to some of the government leaders, and we can do some of the things that are being recommended, and it will be helpful and beneficial. But most of all, we need to pray, and we need to believe and trust God. Those are the first two things that we have to do, because you won't know. If you don't pray, you may not receive an answer on if what people are telling you to do is going to be effective or helpful for you. James 1:2-4 says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." So if anything, this will grow us. This will help us. We will get through this. We can make it together. We can pray for one another. The churches should come together and help. We need to go out and help our seniors. We need to go out and pray for people. Every opportunity we have, we need to take advantage of it and do what we've been asked to do, what we've been called to do. This is a moment in time for you to do what God's asked you to do all along, which is pray. The power of prayer is necessary, and people need to see it in their lives. But if you're not going to pray, they may not see that come to pass in their life. They need you to follow God and do what he's asked you to do, which is to help and pray. Mark 11:24 says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe you have received it and it will be yours. So you have to have faith. You have to believe what you're praying. Don't pray for someone and you're just doing it for show, or you're just doing it to pass the time, or you're just doing it to say that you did it. No, seriously desire the prayer coming to pass. Believe what you're praying about. The goal here is to have an effect, to have a response, to have a result that happens in another individual's life. You want their life to change. You want their life to get better. You want them to succeed. You want them to forgive. You want them to live. Whatever the prayer is about, believe what you're praying so that that can come to pass. If you don't have any faith behind your prayers, you're wasting time. You could be doing something else. So make sure you have the intention of what you're praying for, the belief, the faith that that thing is going to come to pass. John 15:7 says, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. In this, you must abide in God, meaning you walk with him. You think about him. You think about what he wants, and you let his words abide in you. Then you can ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. You want your prayers to be effective. They will not be effective if you don't have the right heart and the right care, the right love behind what you're praying for, the right intention and the right motives. Your goal is not to be seen. Your goal is to affect someone's life for the positive. I hope you got something out of this today. Be blessed, grace, and peace.